My name is Khalil Martin, and I'm from the island of Trinidad and Tobago. It's in the Caribbean. Yeah, you might have heard of it from the World Cup 2006. We didn't score any goals, but it was pretty cool to be there. Smallest country ever, by the way. Yeah.
My name is Lenore Ramirez, and I'm from Bahrain in the Middle East.
My name is Prashant, and I'm from India. To be more precise, I am from the western part of India, Gujarat.
I think the worst is when you want to settle in the new environment and nobody welcomes you like that. I'm not saying anybody is racist or something, but the problem is that every country has its own culture, right? Every country has its own humor things, their own what you call swag, or that in thing that you have to know to start a conversation. I come from a country where the people play cricket and soccer, and I came to a country where people play ice hockey and they are interested in basketball. So what happened was that when I came, I didn't know how humor works here. What are the things that people talk about? So if you don't know that and you start a conversation, after 2 minutes or 1 minute, you're out of that. Because even if you're talking to a bunch of people, like 4 people, and they're from here and you're the outsider, they would like judge you after 30 seconds that okay, he's not from here. So this is a natural thing that they would lose interest in you because you're not from here. They wouldn't talk to you because nobody interested in you. If you're talking about them, it's good. They would welcome you. But if you talk about yourself, nobody is interested in you. So the thing is, when international students come, the problem is if they find people from their own country, it's good. You get the thing. But if you want to be friends with others, it's a big problem when you want to. It gets along when you go out and stuff, you meet people, but that comes with like 3 months, 4 months, 5 months, 6 months. After 7 months, you're here. But in the first month, you get into a depression mode where nobody actually cares about you or talks to you, and even if you try, nobody wants to talk to you in terms of you don't know anything. So even if you want to talk about something, you don't know anything, so you won't talk. So yeah, I think that's the biggest thing, and I think this is one of the reasons why it creates a big depression mode in international students, because they are already missing their home. I come from a background where I had a lot of friends, so I miss them all. I miss my family. I was coming here for the first time. I was living alone for the first time and never knew how to cook, never knew how to do stuff like washing dishes and stuff. I never did that. So that was the first thing that I was going through already. But I wanted some friends to support me or make friends so that I could climatize. But when I wanted to, I was getting this problem. I wanted to, even if I was confident enough, I was talking. I guess I was fluent in English. I didn't have any language problems. I could understand people easily. But the problem was that they were not interested in talking about my country. They were talking about their country, and I didn't know shit about their country. So yeah, that was a problem. That was a big problem.
I would like to say it's how to make sure I am following the rules. The rules can be the rules in the university, such as the academic integrity, like as an international student. Sometimes I make small mistakes, like reading other people's library board or studying incorrectly. And also, these kind of rules apply to the society. I mean, our daily life. For example, the drinking legal age is different at different countries, right? And also, for different people or different students come from different countries, they are not able, they didn't know you are not allowed to drink outside of Canada. So those kind of general rules is kind of challenging for me. How to make sure I myself is following those rules exactly or properly is kind of the biggest challenge for me when I just came here. And it takes time.
I think I've come here and suddenly I'm an ethnic minority, and I feel like a lot of people see me as just that, an ethnic minority. So it's kind of different in that sense. As for work, I had like a lot of lazy habits before I came here. So I think that was shaken out of me forcefully. Yeah, that was the two tough things, I think. Yeah. Biggest challenge? Well, I'm in a very demanding faculty, so I think that was the main challenge. Because, as I said before, I was pretty lazy. But yeah, you have to develop good study habits and kind of take mentorship from some of the profs, and they'll guide you in the right direction, I think, yeah.
Couple of challenges here. When I came here, so I was alone, I didn't know anyone. Find an accommodation, making friends, everything is a challenge. That was out of campus challenges, but then in campus also, the way the people teach here, the teaching and the learning practices is quite different from what it was in India. So needed some time to understand that, those cultures differences. So yeah, that was the main challenge. So when I remember, it would be the first time I was TAing here. TAing is like teaching the undergrads, and that was the very first time I went to a class and I saw students walking in with food in their hands and eating in the class. They had burgers and coffees and etc., which are strictly not allowed in our country. It was like if you do that, you would be kicked out of the class. And then also the way they were interacting within themselves. Some of the students, they were not paying attention. They were more focused on YouTube and their iPads, etc. So those things which were prohibited in our country in most cases, those were kind of quite allowed here, and it took some time for me to get adjusted to that kind of environment and teaching them and focus on teaching and not those things which they are doing in the class.
Yeah, it was very tough for me because when I came, I'd never been to Canada before. I'd never really lived anywhere else other than Bahrain, so I'd never seen snow. And it was an entirely new environment. I didn't know what to expect. Leaving my family was probably the hardest thing.